Welcome to this edition of Purple Pride. I'm Esteban Nambo. Thank you for joining us today. Today we will be speaking with Tony Hensdale, who is a graduate assistant for outdoor pursuits. Thank you for joining us today, Tony.
Hey, thanks for having me, Esteban.
Well, for those who don't know much about the outdoor pursuits, can you give us a general idea of what outdoor pursuits does and what your program does for the SFA campus?
Absolutely. Outdoor Pursuits is probably the best kept secret of the Campus Recreation Center. We operate 4 different facets: the rock wall, the challenge course, rentals, and trips. So we offer a variety of different things for students to get out there and enjoy the great outdoors.
Well, that's awesome. And since you're located in the rec center, would you say that a big draw is the rock wall in there?
Absolutely. That's the centerpiece of the rec. The whole rec center was designed around that, so we definitely get a lot of participation on that rock wall.
Well, is there any opening hours? Like, when is it open?
The rock wall is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Friday, and then from 4 to 8 on Sundays.
And is it free to SFA students, or does it cost something?
The beautiful thing about the SFA rock wall is that it is free. Most universities charge a fee throughout the semester to students. We do not. So any student can come out there with a valid student ID card.
Well, that's awesome. I bet students enjoy that a lot.
They do.
Well, is there any type of training needed in order to do these rock wall climbings, or can people just go in there at any point and just try it?
Our first-time participants go through about a 40-minute class, and we teach you everything from how to belay to how to tie knots and some basic climbing techniques.
You said that they have to go through a training session, and you mentioned a belay system. What exactly is the belay system?
The belay system is our method of keeping participants safe on this rock wall. So every time you climb, you're hooked into a rope. And that rope goes through a variety of different carabiners, these mechanisms that allow us to lower you down safely after you make it to the top or just get tired.
Okay, so from what I'm hearing is that a lot of people like to do this rock climbing stuff, huh?
Absolutely.
How many people would you say climb that rock wall a week?
We get about 70 participants a week, between 70 and 100. So we do a lot of business, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, well, that's legit. Are there any competitions for new and older rock climbers to get interested in?
Absolutely. There is the Collegiate Climbing Series that a lot of our regular climbers are involved in. Those are competitions in the spring at various universities across the country. We host a competition in the fall called Jacks on Belay, and it's kind of the preseason warm-up for a lot of these Collegiate Climbing Series climbers. So we get about 70 climbers that come out from different schools. Baylor brought about 25 people. The rest came from a variety of schools such as U of H and SFA and Texas A&M Commerce, and we had a fantastic competition last week.
So SFA does have a team. They have a collegiate rock climbing team? We
have the Outdoor Adventure Club, and they do a variety of things, but one of their main focuses is climbing, rock climbing.
Oh, well, since we're on the topic of ropes and climbing, I hear we have a rope course here at SFA. Can you give us a little bit more information about the ropes course here?
Sure thing. The ropes course is part of the Experiential Learning Center. And that's a opportunity here on campus for us to get groups out there to the ropes course, and a variety of different things that we can do to improve teamwork, improve team unity, and mostly work on growth as a community. So we operate courses for camps that utilize the university during the summer, church groups, and any student organization can come out and use our facilities.
Well, so I'm assuming that no one should be doing ropes course alone. It's a group event.
Absolutely.
Well, does it cost anything, or is it also free like the rock climbing?
The ropes course in the Experiential Learning Center does cost a small fee. For a 6-hour program, we charge $17 a person.
That's not bad.
That's absolutely great compared to other courses that you'd find at a summer camp, or even Zip NAC, which charges about $40 a person for a full day.
Well, you just brought me right into my next question. We're talking about zip lines now. Have you ever had a chance to ride a zip line at SFA?
Absolutely. That's the best part of my job. Anytime I get to get up there and go climb and ride down that zip line and show people how to do it and be out there, that makes my day. That's why I'm here at SFA right now.
From the smile on his face, we can tell it must be fun. All right, it looks like it's time for a real quick break, but if you're looking for a weekend getaway, stay tuned. But if you're looking for a weekday getaway, stay tuned as we continue our conversation with Tony Hensdale. Welcome back to this edition of Purple Pride. Joining me today is Tony Hensdale from Outdoor Pursuits. Now, at this time each year, students tend to get stressed. Me, myself, I've been stressed quite a bit, and I'm sure we all just want to have a little weekend getaway just to get away from all the school and all these stresses. Is there anything that y'all, as Outdoor Pursuits, provide for us students to do?
We offer about 5 trips a semester, and we do anything from skydiving to playing paintball to going snow skiing in Colorado.
Wow.
You name it, we can do it, and we do.
How do y'all choose these events that y'all do?
The first couple of years, we just kind of chose what our participants and our trip leaders who would come into the rec center, to the outdoor center, wanted to do. More recently, we've moved into looking at what's been working in the past and what our participants and our students at SFA have really enjoyed doing. So that's how we pick our trips now.
Well, I know that I wanted to do the skydiving trip, and I kept getting the JAG text telling me today's the day, and I finally went on the day that it was supposed to close up, and as soon as I walked in, someone had already taken the last spot. So I'm assuming skydiving is one of the biggest ones that y'all have? Or are there better ones?
Skydiving is one of the most popular trips we do. You get the chance to drive down to Houston and jump at Skydive Spaceland and really enjoy that incredible opportunity at a really low price.
Oh, really? How much is it? Is it cheaper than most?
We're able to take students skydiving and travel and feed them for under $200 a participant. And that's way lower than just the jump would cost going by yourself.
That is legit. Which one is your favorite out of all the events that y'all run?
I like to go on the backcountry trips.
Really?
I'm a big backpacker and hiker, so I really enjoy going on those trips. We offer a trip in the spring, over spring break, to Big Bend National Park out in West Texas, and we spend a week out there on the trails, enjoying that great national park in Texas. So
that's awesome. So
incredible.
We just talked about fall, and you're telling me about spring. So I'm assuming these trips are year-round.
Yeah, we do trips in both the fall and the spring semesters.
About how many trips do you have per year?
We run about 5 each semester, so approximately 10.
10. All right. What other ones did you have? You said you had skydiving, skiing, the backcountry, Big Bend. What are some other ones you may have?
Coming up soon, we have paintball in the Piney Woods. Oh. So we go up to a paintball course north of here and just spend the day playing paintball and learning some tactics and things like that. We recently just had our cave-in at Colorado Bend State Park. So 12 students from SFA went over to Colorado Bend State Park and went spelunking for a weekend.
That is awesome. How long did that trip last?
That's just one of our weekend trips.
That's a weekend trip?
Absolutely.
Was there camping involved?
There was. They camped at the state park and got to enjoy the natural springs that were there, and just enjoyed the state park when they weren't in the caves.
So did the students that were part of this, did they have to bring their own camping equipment, or did the school provide them some camping equipment?
Students can bring their own camping equipment, such as sleeping bags and thermarests and things like that. But we do also we provide camping equipment for students that need it on our trips. But we also have a gear rental for students that want to go on their own trips.
Oh, okay. Did you go to this last trip as well?
I did not. I did not have the opportunity to go out there. They lock us graduate assistants up in the office and
They don't
don't
let
send
y'all
us
do
out
anything?
also. We do. We get to have some fun, but we like to put a lot of the emphasis on our student leaders that get to.
So y'all are behind the scenes,
Behind the
planning
scenes.
it, letting other people do it.
Absolutely.
So do you have any highlights of any of these trips that you've ever done yourself? Like a big highlight that you just will never forget from one of these trips that you may have been a part of?
I just enjoy the overall experience. You know, there's nothing that brings a group of people closer together than an outdoor experience. And just being immersed in that situation where you have to trust each other and lean on each other, not only for a good time but for survival. And you know, you have to be able to trust those people that you're going out there with. And this really just gives you the opportunity to go in those situations with a trained guide and trained professionals that can keep you safe in those situations and facilitate a good time.
Awesome. So it's also a good way to meet people
It
for
is
you
good.
single people out there.
It is a good way. Absolutely.
Are there any upcoming events that you could tell us about? Do a little plug.
We just got through with our Jackson Belay climbing competition. In the spring, our big event is the Earth Day, and we hold that out in the Arboretum, and we do that in conjunction with the spring plant sale, and it's a way to bring our community together and focus on green initiatives that are going around SFA and the Nacogdoches community in general.
Awesome. What do y'all do exactly on this Green Earth Day? Do y'all plant trees, or like y'all plant plants in Arboretum, or what exactly do y'all do?
We emphasize just getting people outside, so we'll do anything from taking people on bike rides, using our fleet of bike rentals, to showing people how to camp sustainably. One of our big kicks this year, and this is also a plug for student government, is that we're working on reducing our use of disposable plastic water bottles, and I'm sure that'll be a big part of this year's Earth Day.
So what equipment is available for students to rent out from the rec center?
We have over $50,000 worth of gear in our warehouse. We have anything from Trek 6500 mountain bikes to canoes, kayaks, sleeping bags, backpacks for long distance backpacking, thermarest, stoves, anything to make your trip a success. We can rent out to you.
And like, how long do you have to keep this equipment?
We rent equipment either by the day, by the weekend, or by the week.
And
So it's all different rates.
Oh, so there's a cost behind all this.
There is a small cost, but it's
definitely worth it.
It's definitely worth it. It's very small compared to going out there and purchasing the equipment for your own personal trips.
All right, well, thank you for joining us today on this edition of Purple Pride. Join us next time for another interesting show about SFA.